So hello guys, welcome to the new video. In this video I'm gonna talk about shuffling of data in Spark, and this I will try to explain with the help of an example. So consider that you have an employee table with you, and this table contains around 1000 records in it. Okay, and each employee in this table belongs to some department. Okay, so this will be our input data, and from this data what we want is we want the number of employees in each department. Okay, so for that purpose we can use group by clause in SQL. First we can group the data in this table as per department column, so that employees belonging to the same department appears in the same group. Okay, so after doing this grouping, we can count the number of employees in each group and we will get our result. Now in this case, we can solve this easily because the number of records, the number of rows in the table are very limited. There are only 1000 records, so we can simply store the table on a single machine and we can process it. That's why it is easier to solve it. So now consider that you have billions of records in your table, and the size of the table is so large that you cannot store on a single machine. Okay, you cannot process it on a single machine in limited time. So so what we have to do, we have to divide the table into smaller chunks of data, and we have to store these chunks of data, these partitions, onto different machines, and then we have to process it. So this is called like distributed computing, and we use Spark. There is a tool Spark for that purpose. So Spark will partition the data into smaller chunks of data, and then it will distribute the data, and then it will process it. Now the problem here is, like, when Spark will partition the data, it will do it randomly. Okay, it is not like that employees belonging to the same department will go to the same node or same machine. Okay, so employees belonging to the same department may appear on different machines, on different nodes. So when we will do the grouping of the data on every node, like, it will not give us the accurate result because employees belonging to the same department are not present on the same machine. Okay, so it will not give us the accurate result when we will count the number of employees after grouping the data. So this is where shuffling comes into picture. After Spark does the partitioning of the data and it distributes those data, those partitions over the nodes, it executes our SQL query. Okay, so when it executes our SQL query and when it encounters that group by clause in our query, we are grouping data using department column. So what Spark will do, as soon as it encounters this group by clause in our SQL query, it will reshuffle the data over the partitions so that the employees belonging to the same department comes to the same node. Okay, it will move data around over all the nodes. So employees belonging to the same department will go to the same node, and after this shuffling, after executing this group by clause, we will see that employees belonging to the same department will be present on the same node. Okay, so after doing this shuffling, after doing this group by clause, we can count the employees in each department and we will get the correct result. Now every department is present on like a different node in our case. So when this query is executed, every node will result some result to the driver program. It will return the number of employees in the department present over that node. Okay, so driver program will get the different results from every node, and it will club that data into a table, and then it will return that result to the user. So this is how like shuffling works in Spark. Shuffling is nothing but basically just moving around of data as per our requirement along all the nodes.